Welcome to the Ordli demo. The purpose of this video is to take you through some of the key features of the Ordli platform. So let's make a start. What you see in the screen in front of you now is the typical Ordli landing platform. Once you have your account open, you will land on this page and you'll have some bank accounts linked. What you have here at the top left here is a recent spending chart, which shows the recent spending on the accounts that you have linked to your platform, all bucketed into the areas of spending that is accepted by the Office of the Public Guardian. I'll come back to that later. Next to it, you have the last 3 months' income and expenditure highlighted here through, as you see here, August, September, and October, which is the part month I'm in at the time of this recording. And on this side, we have a report function which allows you to report on all these details over here on the spending. If I scroll down this page, you'll see on the left-hand side, we've got 4 bank accounts. These are live bank accounts, 4 bank accounts linked to what I'm pretending is my pretend Uncle Eric here on his account. You've got a Monzo account and 3 personal Halifax accounts, including one which is a credit card. What those 4 accounts are doing are feeding into this transaction view you see here at the top here. This little green dot is telling me that we have some new transactions. This is one of the key features. I'll click on that now. Now what we have here is a summary of all 4 of those accounts in a single transaction view. Our software is bucketing those transactions shown here into the categories that we saw. If I take you back to the overview page over here on this tile here, but back to transactions. Now, clearly since the last time I was here, I've got 2 new transactions. One here that says salary. Well, I'm going to say actually that wasn't my salary. My software, Ordli software, has told me it's salary, but in fact I'm going to change that because I'm going to say that was in fact a gift. And I wish to make a note of that gift. I'm going to put in here from my aunt. Okay, and that's now saved, and you can now see that now says gift from my aunt. Whilst we were there, we could, if we wanted, attach the file, which would open your computer. You can pull a file across. If you're on a tablet or a mobile phone, that will give you the opportunity to fire your camera and take a picture of, say, a receipt or an invoice. Whilst we're also here, we have the alert function. This is when you're managing someone else's finances that you're concerned if there's any high value transactions coming through. If I change this to £50 and save changes, I will then get a text message anytime any of these transactions here come through. This is entirely searchable. So if I typed in here coffee, for example, that will show up all the other coffees that I've spent, either coffee companies or coffee notes I've made here in the past. Then, if I take you back to overview, from this page we can navigate across the notes. These notes are key documents and key things that you want to keep about the person you're supporting. We've put in here some pretend details of phone numbers or council tax or anything that is particularly important. You can add a note quite simply by clicking on that button that says add note, put some details in there, and we can change the color, and we can say put any words here, it really doesn't matter. You can attach some documents here. What we think is super important here for people is perhaps people's care plans, NHS prescriptions, or any other key documents or key contacts like housekeeper or carers can go in here. We have a reminders function on the top as well, where we can add a reminder. So this is a future date when you're thinking, well, we've got the gardener coming, and I'll put a note in here, don't forget to pay. And I can put in here that date is going to be sometime in the future. Let's go for December, 14th of December, but I want a text message sent to me to remind me about this a couple of days before. So let's go the week before, text message, and I want that text at 8:30 in the morning, save. And if we go through all to December, that will be there saved, but you can also see it's coming up with a short list over here of things that are coming up in the very near future. Our help and guidance section gives you some details about being an attorney. There's notes in here, there's official guidance from the Office of reproduced with their permission. There's some more videos of me talking, giving you some guidance. There's also some written words, written articles, should I say, just detailing some of the key information you need as an attorney. One of the real key features of Ordli's platform as well is that we understand that you do not care or support your loved one in isolation. So what we've added here is our support huddle. If you wanted to add someone into the support network you have, you click on this button here and you enter their email address in here, whatever that may be, and you click add. They get sent a secure link to this platform. But what they get a secure link to is here to Uncle Eric's Affairs. They can see all that you're doing. They can see this reporting function over here. They can see the recent spending, but also they can see the transactions and they can see all the notes you've made. But what they cannot do is change anything. This is to save you answering the questions all the time from family members. What are you doing with Uncle Eric's money? They can come and see anytime, anywhere at their convenience. And if you don't want them to know anymore, you simply remove them. The other thing you have as an Ordli attorney is the ability to download a report. Over here, you have the button here that says this month, so far, last month, last 6 months, this year, but you could download a report from here. If I click on download there, that will produce a report. Now, let me just switch screens and show you what that looks like. And you have this report here that will show you details of Uncle Eric's spending, income and expenditure, with all that money bucketed in the buckets of spending and income that would want to be seen by the Office of the Public Guardian if they ever come to visit. So showing you again the overview page here. What that is done is producing a report of all this data that's here on this recent spending that you have bucketed. So if the Office of the Public Guardian come and ask you, what are you doing with Uncle Eric's money? And let's be clear, they made 13,000 inspections previously and have had 12,000 concerns that they've investigated in the last 12 months. So if they come and ask you, you'll be able to produce that report, and that will be able to assist you in negotiating and discussing matters with the Office of Public Guardian if they're questioning any decisions you've made. That is my summary of Ordli. Thank you for listening.